different impedance and current diagrams for a series RLC circuit that we have seen in the previous class. So one thing is remaining in that topic, that is the quality factor, or it is also known as Q factor. So first of all, we will talk about this Q factor, that is quality factor for a series resonant circuit. So Q factor is basically, there are lots of definition in a different way. The people define this Q factor. So let us just take the first definition. So quality factor can be given by the voltage magnification produced in a series RLC circuit at resonance condition, right? That is, it is given by the voltage magnification. Voltage magnification produced in the circuit at resonance. This is the key term, voltage magnification. Right. So we have already seen that at resonance, this I naught is equal to V by R. V is your source voltage, and voltage across either coil, inductor coil or capacitor. This can be expressed, suppose if we talk about the voltage across the inductor, then it will be I naught x L naught, and this will be voltage across the capacitor will be I naught x C naught, right? So as for the definition of the quality factor, you can write voltage magnification. Voltage magnification is basically your V, either VL0 by input voltage V, or it can also be VC0 C naught by input voltage. Right. So if we take the first case, means when it is the ratio of VL naught and V, then VL naught is your this I naught XL naught. I naught XL naught, and V is your source voltage. So at resonance, this source voltage becomes equal to the current in the circuit at resonance condition multiplied by the resistance, right? So basically this is the ratio of reactive power. The numerator is basically your reactive power divided by active power. Right. So, no, sorry. This relation will not hold here. This is not the power. This is the voltage, just the voltage drop. So further, this can be written as voltage magnification is equal to I naught XL naught by I naught R. So this is equal to XL naught by R, right? Where XL naught is your omega naught L by R, right? That is reactance by resistance. So this is the expression of quality factor. Now, suppose if we take this term, if we take the voltage magnification, is as the ratio VC naught by V, then you know that VC naught is basically I naught into XC naught divided by I naught into R, right? That is XC naught by R, where XC naught is 1 by omega naught C R, right? So quality factor, suppose if we represent here it by Q again, then this is equal to 1 by omega naught CR, right? So we can also express this quality factor in terms of the power factor angle. So suppose if we draw the impedance diagram, impedance triangle, so we have already discussed that this x-axis represents your resistance, the y-axis represents reactance, and the total equivalent will be your impedance, that is under root r square plus x square, and this phi is the impedance angle, or the same thing is your power factor angle, right, of the coil which is used in the series RLC circuit. So from here if we calculate this tan phi, so tan phi will be x by r, right? So your x is basically your for inductive circuit it will be equal to omega L. So this is your x naught by r. So this quality factor is also equal to, can be written in this form, that is in terms of the power factor angle phi, right? ये समझ में आया? बताओ समझ में आया?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So suppose now we have obtained the quality factor by taking these two cases. If you want to verify the condition of the resonance, just equate these two expressions of quality factor, that is omega naught L by R is equal to 1 by omega naught CR. So R will be cancelled out, so omega square will be equal to 1 by LC. So from here you will get the same expression of angular frequency 1 by under root LC. So F naught will be equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC, right? So now in the second form also we can express this quality factor, that is the quality factor can also be defined as 2 pi times maximum stored energy. Now you should know that एनर्जी कहाँ पे स्टोर होता है. मान लो कि एक किसी भी इलेक्ट्रिकल सिस्टम में where you have different elements in the electrical circuit like resistor, capacitor, inductor. So what is the medium where the energy can be stored? ये बताओ. अच्छा, इंडक्टर में एनर्जी स्टोर होता है क्या?
यस सर.
क्या एक्सप्रेशन होता है स्टोर्ड एनर्जी का?
सर वो
हाफ एल आई
स्क्वायर.
राइट, हाफ एल आई स्क्वायर. ठीक है. So Q can also be written in this form 2 pi times maximum stored energy by energy dissipated per cycle, right? तो जैसे यहाँ से अगर हम लोग लिखें इसको 2 pi, suppose we consider the inductor having inductance value L, same inductor, what we have used in the RLC series circuit. So this will be half L I naught square. And what will be the expression of energy dissipated per cycle? So this I naught is your current at resonance condition, right? This is the maximum stored energy. Why? Because you know that at resonance condition in a series RLC circuit, the current flowing through the circuit will be maximum. करंट जो होता है वो मैक्सिमम होता है रिजोनेंस पे, वो पीक जो आता है, ये हम लोगों ने कल पढ़ा है, ठीक है। तो जब करंट मैक्सिमम होगा उसी टाइम मैक्सिमम एनर्जी स्टोर्ड होगा उसमें, ठीक है। बट while calculating the energy dissipated per cycle, you will have to take the actual current flowing through the system when both the inductance and capacitance effect is present in the system. So energy, you know that will be equal to power times the one cycle duration. One cycle duration, suppose we consider it as T naught, ठीक है, time taken to complete one cycle, and power will be I square R. So I square T naught will be your energy dissipated per cycle, right? So from here we can write this 2 will be cancelled out, and then pi L कहाँ गया ये, पूरा लिखो, 2 pi into half L. This I naught can further be written in terms of total current flowing through the circuit, that is root under 2 times I, right? I naught is the maximum value of current, right, at resonance condition. So this will be equal to root under 2 I square, and here you will get I square R, and T naught will be equal to 1 by F, if F is the frequency of the voltage signal or current signal. Then you know that time taken to complete one cycle, what do you mean by one cycle? Suppose this is a voltage wave, so एक पॉजिटिव हाफ और एक निगेटिव हाफ साइकिल को कंप्लीट करने में जितना टाइम लगता है, ठीक है, ये तुम्हारा वन साइकिल होता है। तो सपोज दिस इज फॉर ए 50 hertz frequency, if this voltage wave having the 50 hertz frequency, then time will be 1 by F, that is time taken to complete one cycle will be 1 by F, right? So same thing we have mentioned here. So from here you can then further expand this equation, pi L into 2I square divided by I square R, and here you will have F. तो ये कितना है, I कट गया, so here you have 2 pi F, that is omega naught. If this is suppose F naught, we consider this F naught, then omega naught is 2 pi F naught into L by R. So again same thing you can get if you use this definition of quality factor. In the previous case also we have obtained the same condition, omega naught L by R, ठीक है। तो always the objective should be to store the maximum energy and to dissipate the minimum energy, ठीक है। ये नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी अप्लाई होता है कि आदमी को अर्न ज्यादा करना चाहिए और कोशिश करना चाहिए कि थोड़ा खर्च कम कर, ठीक है। सो दिस इज द definition of your quality factor. So you can write down this note that in case of series resonance, higher quality factor or Q factor means not only higher voltage magnification, but also higher selectivity of the coil, or you can say tuning coil, right? So ये हो गया. This is all about your quality factor. So now you can note down one example which you can solve later on. तो इसको नोट करो. एक क्वेश्चन है. We have one question. A series RLC circuit consists of R is equal to 1000 ohm, L is equal to 100 millihenry, and C is equal to 10 picofarad. The applied voltage across the circuit is 100 volt. First, find the resonant frequency of the circuit. Second is find the Q factor or quality factor of the circuit at resonant frequency. Third point is your at what angular frequency do the half power points occur. And last one is calculate the bandwidth of the circuit. ये नोट डाउन करो सब लोग. जब नोट कर लोगे तो बता देना. लिख लिए. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now further, moving ahead, we will now talk about this parallel RLC circuit. So now when the three components are connected in parallel, then we can have multiple choices. Like suppose there are different possibilities of the combination of these three elements when they can be where they can be connected in parallel. For example, you can draw your circuit in this way. Suppose this is your AC supply, this is your resistor, and then no, sorry, this is your resistor, and first very basic one is when all the three elements are connected in parallel, right? एक तो ये बन जाता है case. Second one, suppose we have a source, just a minute. Suppose you have a combination of impedance, which is basically your resistance and inductance, and here your capacitance is connected in parallel with these combinations. And again, same thing may happen when suppose R is connected here and L and C are connected in series. So there may be multiple possibilities for the parallel combination. So in the first case, here, just for the understanding purpose, let us consider the very basic circuit where all the elements are connected in parallel. And this is your resistance, this is your inductance, and this is your capacitance. So suppose if this is your Vs, source voltage, which will maybe like this, Vm sine omega t. Right, this is R, this is L, this is C, and this is suppose Is, your source current, right? So let us also consider this current flowing through the resistor as IR, and this is IL, and this is IC. Now, if we want to calculate the total impedance of this circuit, so normally for a parallel series RLC circuit, we calculate the impedance, and while for any parallel circuits we normally use to calculate the total admittance, total circuit admittance. So suppose if Y total is your total admittance, then this will be just the summation of YR plus YL plus YC. That is the summation of admittance due to resistance, inductance, and capacitance. So this admittance will be simply 1 by R. Then for this inductor, it will be XL, and for your capacitor, it will be XC, right? So let us try to expand further. 1 by R plus 1 by J omega L plus 1 by J omega C, that is 1 by R plus 1 by J omega L plus J omega C, or you can write Y total or YT is equal to 1 by R plus J omega C minus 1 by omega L, right? 1 by J will be equal to minus J, right? This is the 90-degree operator. J is basically your 90-degree operator. So this condition you will get. Now the condition of resonance is again same here also in case of parallel RLC circuit. In case of series circuit क्या था resonance का condition? It was कि तुम्हारा जो X net reactance जो था that becomes 0, right? तो यहाँ पे अगर ओमेगा C minus 1 by omega L को अगर 0 करेंगे, then again you will get the same condition here also, omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC, or omega is equal to 1 by under root LC, right? Therefore, we can write that, therefore at resonance in parallel RLC circuit, the value of current, हाँ कोई कुछ बोलना चाहते हो बताओ? हेलो, आवाज नहीं आ रही है क्या?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अच्छा आ रही है. Okay, so at resonance in a parallel RLC circuit, the value of current will be, अब बताओ ये क्या होगा, मैक्सिमम होगा या मिनिमम होगा? यहाँ पे ये बताओ पहले. will be dash 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 dash. अच्छा, ये उससे पहले ये बताओ कि at resonance what will be the total admittance?
Sir, 1 by R.
Yes, at resonance y total तुम्हारा हो गया 1 by r, right? अब ये बताओ इम्पीडेंस जो होगा रिजोनेंस के कंडीशन में वो मिनिमम होगा या मैक्सिमम होगा? सीरीज आरएलसी सर्किट में क्या होता था, वी गेट मिनिमम इम्पीडेंस एट रिजोनेंस कंडीशन, z इज इक्वल टू r, राइट? अब यहाँ पे बताओ क्या होगा?
मिनिमम होगा ना सर? मिनिमम एडमिटेंस है तो मैक्सिमम इम्पीडेंस होगा.
अच्छा, मतलब ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि इम्पीडेंस जो होगा वो मिनिमम होगा?
सर वो मैक्स हो जाएगा शायद इस केस में.
देखो यहाँ पे ऐसे समझो, हम लोग पहले भी ये डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि एक एग्जांपल के थ्रू समझो कि जैसे सपोज वी हैव 3 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ लोड्स कनेक्टेड इन आवर हाउस. वन लोड इज प्योरली रेजिस्टिव, मान लो एक टंगस्टन बल्ब जो पहले होता था 100 वाट का बल्ब या 40 वाट का बल्ब, उसमें सिर्फ रेजिस्टर होता था, रेजिस्टेंस वो है. फिर एक इंडक्टिव कोई लोड है और एक कैपेसिटिव लोड है. तो ऑल द लोड्स इन आवर हाउसहोल्ड आर कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल, ठीक है? तो जब पैरेलल में लोड्स कनेक्टेड है तो क्या होगा, अगर इसका हम इक्विवेलेंट इंपीडेंस कैलकुलेट करने की बात करें, या फिर मान लो कि 3 रजिस्टर सिंपली कनेक्टेड है पैरेलल में, इक्वल वैल्यू का रेजिस्टेंस है R, तो इक्विवेलेंट क्या होगा, R/3. तो इंपीडेंस क्या हो गया,
कम हो गया.
कम हो गया. तो करंट क्या ड्रॉ होगा, करंट ड्रॉ होगा मैक्सिमम, राइट? अब यहाँ पे क्या है तुम्हारा, एट द रिजोनेंस कंडीशन, ये तो तुम्हारा सर्किट से हट ही गया ये पार्ट, L और C वाला, ठीक है? सो इस कंडीशन में क्या हुआ कि तुम्हारा करंट जो ड्रॉ होगा सोर्स से, दैट विल बी minimum current, because earlier the source current was the combination of the current flowing through the resistor, inductor and capacitor, all the 3 components, but now it will have only the resistive component of the current, that is Is will be equal to IR only. Earlier it was the phasor summation of IR, IL and IC, ठीक है? So the value of current will be minimum at resonance condition. RLC series circuit में क्या हो रहा था, the value of current was maximum, ठीक है? हाँ, another point will be that the voltage and current will be in phase, because only resistance is present in the system. So now you can understand this effect with the help of a phasor diagram for a parallel RLC circuit. So let us draw it. Phasor diagram for parallel RLC circuit. So suppose here we will consider the three case, means we will consider the case when the frequency is below the resonant frequency. So first case, let us consider the frequency below the resonance frequency. Suppose this is the voltage Vs. So you know that capacitive current will lead the source voltage and the inductive current will lag the source voltage. किसी का माइक तुम्हारा ऑन है, देख लो, म्यूट कर लो. ठीक, प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ. किसी का माइक ऑन है. Now you tell me, if we take the condition when the frequency of the circuit is below resonant frequency, अब ये बताओ कि which effect will dominate, capacitive effect or inductive effect? This is your IL, the bottom one. कौन सा ज्यादा होगा, IL बड़ा होगा या IC बड़ा होगा? बताओ. Are you getting my point or not? The question is that if the frequency of the circuit is below the resonant frequency, then which will dominate? Capacitor will dominate or inductor will dominate?